Deontay Wilder versus Dillian Whyte. How would that fight go? If you think that Deontay Wilder would destroy Dillian Whyte and do a similar job on Whyte to the job he did on Brazil, that's fair enough. We all know that Deontay Wilder is a tremendous puncher, and anybody he clips clean with that right hand is going to be in serious trouble. So, if that's your view, I can't hate. At the end of the day, we won't know what would happen between those two men until they get in the ring and fight each other. So, your opinion, my opinion, it is what it is. We've all got opinions. I ain't got no issue with you thinking that Deontay Wilder destroys Dillian Whyte. That's fair enough. That's your opinion. I also don't have an issue with people who just don't like Dillian Whyte for whatever reason. He can be a bit of a Marmite character. Maybe you don't like him. That's fair enough too. We can't all like the same personalities. Different strokes for different folks. I got no issue with that either. What I do have an issue with, though, is when people are hopelessly uninformed, dangerously stupid, or both. And unfortunately, there are a large number of people within the Deontay Wilder fan base who fit that very description. And a good example of what I'm talking about is Deontay Wilder recently came out in an interview on a boxing website, and he is trying to con the fans. He's trying to fool the public into believing that he hasn't been avoiding the Dillian Whyte fight, and that in fact, Dillian Whyte is the one who's been avoiding him. This is what Deontay Wilder has come out and said, and now you've got these, as I say, hopelessly uninformed, dangerously stupid, or both, Wilder fans coming out repeating this as if it's gospel. So let's have a look here at what Deontay Wilder actually said. He said, I told him to sign with PBC when he came in network shopping. Just sign with us, a one-fight deal, then we'll get the fight on. That was one time, strike. Then I told him to fight Luis Ortiz. You fight him and you got my word, you got me. What did he do? He didn't want to fight him. Strike two. Then the WBC came and ordered him to fight Ortiz. They ordered him to, and he didn't want the fight. That's strike three. I said, give me Dillian, then put Joshua on the contract, guaranteed in the next fight. So that's a solid strike four. So those are the words of Deontay Wilder talking absolute rubbish, trying to mislead the fans, taking situations out of context. I mean, anybody with an IQ above a first grade level would be able to see all the holes in what Deontay Wilder has just said there. But for those who don't have that level of intellect, let me explain it to you very clearly. Dillian Whyte has fought multiple WBC sanctioned bouts. He has paid sanctioning fees to the WBC multiple times. And he's been putting an enormous amount of pressure on the WBC to make him mandatory for Deontay Wilder for the past 2 years. He's even gone as far as threatening legal action against the WBC if they don't make him mandatory for Deontay Wilder. And yet you claim that he doesn't want the Wilder fight? You've got Wilder trying to suggest it? So what did he go through all that for then? Dillian Whyte. All the stuff I've just mentioned. What? For a laugh? Furthermore, Dillian Whyte has actually made multiple direct offers to Deontay Wilder over the past couple years. For career high money, no less. Career high money for Deontay Wilder to fight Dillian Whyte. No strings attached. He didn't say, oh, you have to come and sign with Matchroom, or you have to get me this other fight against this other Al Heyman fighter, as well in the contract. No, none of that. Just a simple one fight I'll fight you, Deontay Wilder. Here's some career high money. What you saying? Deontay Wilder turned it down. In fact, there were multiple offers like that were made by Eddie Hearn to Deontay Wilder to fight Dillian Whyte over the past couple years. Each and every time, Deontay Wilder turned down these no strings attached deals for career high money. And you can easily find all the offers from news articles online, mainstream news articles. Furthermore, Dillian Whyte exposed the DMs that Wilder sent him, promising to make him wait 2 years before he gives him a title shot. But yet you say Dillian Whyte don't want to fight? What brand of crack are you smoking? Deontay Wilder, on the other hand, has made 0 direct offers to Dillian Whyte. Saying fight Luis Ortiz first or put AJ on a contract or sign with PBC first, those are not direct offers. That's what you call putting obstacles in the way. But you claim Dillian Whyte doesn't want to fight. What absolute nonsense. When, as I say, Whyte offered Deontay Wilder to fight, there were no strings attached. There were no fight this guy, sign with this network, put this other person on a contract. There was none of that. Just a direct offer that these brain-dead zombies want to have us believe that Dillian Whyte doesn't want to fight. I mean, you couldn't make it up. That's what you call dangerously stupid when people are coming up with nonsense like that. Look, I don't think Deontay Wilder is afraid of Dillian Whyte. I think that Al Heyman tries to keep his cash cows in-house as much as possible. And the only time that he lets them out is when they stand to gain something substantial. Deontay Wilder, in the eyes of Al Heyman, doesn't really gain anything fighting a Dillian Whyte right now. What does he gain? Dillian Whyte doesn't have any titles. Dillian Whyte isn't the top fighter in the heavyweight division. He's not even the top fighter in the UK. So it's an unnecessary risk. This is the thinking, in my estimation, of Al Heyman when it comes to Deontay Wilder fighting Dillian Whyte. In his estimation, it just doesn't make sense. Which is why Deontay Wilder tried to put that stipulation on there saying you have to sign with PBC. If you sign with PBC, you might get the fight. Why does he even have to sign with PBC? Deontay Wilder didn't have to sign with Matchroom to get the Dillian Whyte fight. He didn't have to sign no contract with Matchroom. He didn't even have to sign no contract with DAZN. Having a fight on the network is not signing a contract with the network. It's different. And in fact, Dillian Whyte was offering Deontay Wilder this fight before DAZN even launched. This has been going on for a couple years now. I mean, this goes back to at least 2017. Dillian Whyte was making offers to Deontay Wilder. And Wilder was turning him down and turning him down. Talking about, why would I fight Dillian Whyte? And after all that, you've got Deontay Wilder coming out of his hillbilly mouth talking pure rubbish again. And you've got his intellectually challenged fans, not all of them, but a hell of a lot of them, who are perpetuating this nonsense. Like I said at the start of the video, if you think Wilder destroys Dillian Whyte, fair enough. He's definitely got the power. Yeah, he's a sharpshooter with that right hand. He's very good at landing it. Dillian Whyte, not the fastest heavyweight out there. Could he be a sitting duck for Wilder's right hand? Who knows? Let's get him in the ring and find out. So I've got no issue with you thinking Wilder destroys Dillian Whyte. The only issue is with you being completely illogical, disregarding all the facts, and acting as though Dillian Whyte don't want to fight. It's insane. This guy's threatening legal action against the WBC if they don't make him mandatory for Wilder. And you're saying that he don't want to fight. What's he wasting his time for then? What's he wasting his money for? What's he wasting all the effort for if you don't want to fight Deontay Wilder? Are you nuts? You know, the mind boggles as to how people could be that flipping stupid to believe that Dillian Whyte don't want the Wilder fight. I mean, he's literally doing everything in his power to get the fight. Dillian Whyte is a guy who is used to being in control of his own destiny. This is a guy who's on a fight-by-fight basis with Eddie Hearn and Sky. He can go fight wherever he wants. That's what he's used to. Yeah, and you know, as far as what he's doing at the moment, fighting Oscar Rivas, right? He's fighting Rivas. He's staying busy. I mean, when it came to the Luis Ortiz fight, on several occasions, Whyte wanted Ortiz to fight him in the UK at the O2, headlined in a pay-per-view. Ortiz turned that down and said, no, fight me on the Wilder Fury undercard. That makes absolutely no sense. Why would you fight for far less money on the Wilder Fury undercard than make way more and fight Dillian Whyte at the O2? It makes no sense. And the other nonsense that Deontay Wilder said about, oh, put AJ on the contract and I'll fight Dillian Whyte. Dillian Whyte has got no control over whether AJ goes on the contract. So how is that a strike against Dillian Whyte? He can't force Eddie Hearn or AJ to put themselves on that contract. What are you talking about? That's no strike against Dillian Whyte. There are no strikes against Dillian Whyte. You know, did Dillian Whyte do everything in his power to fight Luis Ortiz? Maybe, maybe not. Right? But Luis Ortiz is not Deontay Wilder. If you say that Dillian Whyte don't want to fight Luis Ortiz, I don't particularly agree, but it's an opinion I've got a lot more time for than saying Dillian Whyte don't want to fight Deontay Wilder. That's ridiculous to say he don't want to fight Wilder. Of course he wants to fight Wilder. And I've already been through the Ortiz situation again. It was where they were telling Dillian Whyte, fight Ortiz and you get made the second mandatory. Not the first mandatory, second mandatory. And if you're second mandatory, you might have to wait 2 years for your shot. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Hopefully I'll get some sensible comments on this video. Yeah, let me know. It's happening. I'm out. Join me on Patreon. I upload a minimum of 2 podcasts every single week, covering a wide variety of controversial topics, as well as live stream Q&A sessions. Take a look on screen right now at some of the podcasts I've produced so far. For just $3 a month, the equivalent of about £2 a month, you get access to all my new podcasts and my entire back catalogue of past podcasts, including my popular Confessions of a Nightclub Bouncer series. You can listen on your computer or on your smartphone or tablet by downloading the Patreon app from the Google Play Store or the App Store for free. The Patreon app also allows you to download each podcast in MP3. For less than the price of a cup of coffee, you get access to dozens of hours of exclusive content. It's easy to sign up, there's no contract, and you can cancel at any time. So come and join our community of free and critical thinkers by signing up with me here on Patreon today.